right, January 8th, 2025, pulling into the driveway, actually pulling off the road, and the creek crossing here coming up. Just giving a little voice overlay action here. We had about 5 to 6 inches of snow past weekend. It's Wednesday, snow started on Sunday, then turned to ice. So I was up here Sunday, made it all the way up the hill before we got very much snow. I think it was only 3 or 4 inches at that time. But I'm going to speed this next section up a little bit because, long story short, there was 4 attempts to get up the hill. Thankfully, there's a little bit of a rut on the left or downhill side of the track, and that kept me from going over the edge. Each time my left tires would kind of fall down in there, and it kind of acted as a guide. It's not super deep, so there's no real concern, but right now I'm putting it in 4 low, taking off all the traction controls, and I went a little bit slow on this first try up the hill. Didn't have very good footing at the bottom, couldn't really get rolling, basically a non-starter. But what I noticed is each subsequent attempt I made it a little bit further up the hill. And like I said, I tried to go in manual second gear on this first attempt, which it just wasn't a very good place to start, and it wasn't a very good place to finish. So on all subsequent attempts, I was just in drive, and I let the transmission shift as needed to give a little bit more wheel speed. Like I said, 4 low, front and rear lockers locked in, off-road mode activated, and pretty sketchy. Not terrible. Going back down the hill, it was definitely better to put it in reverse and let the tires drive and guide back through the ruts rather than trying to go in neutral and coast and feather the brakes. Yeah, so like I said, took 4 attempts. Each attempt went a little bit further up the hill, kind of knocking down the snowpack each time. And I think it was actually giving me a little bit more traction with each pass as well. Kind of digging some of the snow out of the way, getting more rubber on gravel. And on the 4th attempt, I'd made it up past the steep spot. Maybe we'll just cut to that. So going back up the hill in the second attempt, there's actually a rock on the left side that I need to shove off the hillside, but the fenders get probably 4 or 5 inches away from that as it slides over to the left right there. Started spinning, and I didn't push it much because it's still fairly steep on this section, and once you lose momentum, there's just no hope. You're just spinning. And actually right where we're at here is in some soft spots where I dug some rocks out. So hopefully once we pack some more 34 size gravel, 23 size gravel up there, the bigger gravel, it'll provide a little more traction. Got to pack it down a little bit more. But the big thing is trying to avoid going so fast, sliding off to the left, making it into that big rock over there and jacking the fenders up, or worse, getting into the trees. That'd be bad too. There's no coming back from that except with a tractor and a tow truck. So still backing down the hill. I think we're coming up on attempt 3. This time I back up all the way into the creek to try to get a little bit more of a run up. One of those things where I just figure if you're gonna go for it fast. Here we go, attempt 3, giving it a little bit more gas there. little more wheel speed, make it up quite a bit further this time, but then there again, get into that soft spot, that second soft spot where that second pile of rocks is, and start sliding a little to the left there into the rocks, and decide to shut it down and live to try this dumb thing again another day. So slowly start backing down again on this unsuccessful attempt, but again, each try pushed a little bit further. So here we go on our fourth attempt, and again, backing down, I put it in the creek, and actually all the way across the creek into the dry section just on the other side of the creek. Really try to get as much forward momentum as possible, and that seems to be okay in the current configuration of the driveway. There's really no place, because of that rut on the left side, that we're just going to launch off the hillside. So giving it some mustard here. Go, 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 go. We get up much faster, much further than the previous times. We're starting to climb past that steep spot. We start to slide a little right, go back to the left, and now it's just kind of bogging out a little bit here. So I start working the wheel left and right, and again, have all four tires locked in, front lockers, rear lockers, and we're just kind of working it left and right, and it's kind of clearing the snow off as we go, getting down to where we're getting a little more traction in the gravel beneath the ice and snow, and that's allowing us to continue to make some forward progress. But again, just barely made it past the steep part there. Still very slick. Going down is going to be interesting, but there we go, made it to the top on the fourth try. Nothing to it.